Hey guys, Sergeant Baldy here, and this is going to be my final video on Java Swing. As you can see, I'm still using the same program as last time, but this time I've added a couple things, such as label 2, which is used to output our final solution, button clicks, which is the counter which determines how many times our button has been, and this import Java statement, which allows us to access action listening commands, which help us determine whether a button has been clicked later on in the.
One of the changes that I made from last time is these two lines right here. And essentially what these do is a very simple task. This first one changes the layout of the contents inside our JFrame. And in the way it does that is that instead of having them all lined up side by side, it has them one on top of each other in a more formatted way. They're also centralized to make them look better and less visually unappealing. The next thing is this here, which essentially gives us a small border around our implemented methods so that they're not directly pressed up against the top of the screen or the side, etc., as you can see here by the space around them. This line here is, as I said earlier, the way of aligning the things to be centered on the page. This is our button from the previous one. This is once again aligning it, and then this is one of the new features here, these two lines. So what these essentially do is they set an action command for the button, and they send a listening command for the button. So, and this is just the name that is given to the action command. So after that is done, it once again sets up the stuff for our second label, which I have set on the bottom, which is set to utilize our counter to display how many times the button has been clicked. And then I obviously have the button added into the program. Now this here is the biggest addition to our program. This is the action performed / action event section of our code. This determines what happens when the button gets clicked and determines if the button has been clicked. So essentially what it does is we have public void action performed action event up here, which basically checks what action has been done, as we can see by this as well. So it makes the event that is being done equal to the event that has been performed as soon as it checks. So then, if the event that has happened is the one that I have set earlier to the button, which is click me. So essentially what this says is if I clicked the button from earlier, then the button clicks counter goes up, even though it's initially set as 0. So say, for example, we clicked it once. This becomes 1 as opposed to 0. And then it changes the label text to, congrats, you've clicked the button this many times. And it updates it perpetually as many times as you want until you have finished. So if I run it now, it looks like this. Hello, viewer. There's a button that says click me, and it says you have clicked the button 0 times, because as of right now, we have. So let's say I click this, and no, sorry. And the more I keep clicking it, the more the counter goes up. And this will go on for so on and so on, and obviously the text gets bigger and it fills the page, so we may have to extend more. But as you can see, the program now works fully properly. We have implemented our button to do something, as I said I would last time. And that is going to be all I'm going to show you for Java Swing. Thank you for watching these 3 tutorial videos, and I'll see you next time.